Okay, so in this video, I wanted to talk about my mini mock draft of the first 10 picks and just discuss what I think is going to happen. Okay, so with the number one overall pick, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars selecting quarterback Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson because obviously he's very, very good, and I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I guess everybody probably has him as the number one overall pick. Okay, so with the number two overall pick, I have the New York Jets selecting quarterback Zach Wilson out of BYU because they traded Sam Darnold, and I don't know what else they would do with this pick. Okay, so at number three, I have the San Francisco 49ers selecting quarterback Justin Fields out of Ohio State. Now, obviously, this is the first pick that's really debatable because they could definitely take Mac Jones, but Justin Fields is a lot more raw talent. And Mac Jones, even though he played at Alabama, he was throwing to people like Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. So really, no one knows what he can do with a team that doesn't have star wide receivers. Now, obviously, that pick is very debatable because it really just depends how you feel about Mac Jones and what you think Justin Fields can do in the NFL. But personally, I do have Justin Fields because I do think that he's a much better quarterback. Okay, so with the fourth overall pick, I have the Atlanta Falcons selecting tight end Kyle Pitts out of the University of Florida. Now, I think that Kyle Pitts is the best player in the draft. He reminds me a lot of Darren Waller, great at catching it, but he sucks at blocking. And I think that if he's able to fix that blocking, he could be one of the best tight ends ever. Now, obviously, that's kind of dumb to say since he hasn't even been drafted yet, but that is what I think. Now, I thought that the Falcons were going to trade back, but assuming that they are going to stay at the fourth pick, I do think that they are going to draft Kyle Pitts. At 5, I have the Cincinnati Bengals selecting Penei Sewell out of the University of Oregon because I do think that he's the best offensive lineman in the draft. And the Cincinnati Bengals really need to protect Joe Burrow because they kind of did not do that last year, and that did not end too well. At number 6, I have the Miami Dolphins selecting Ja'Marr Chase, wide receiver of LSU, because they really need to get Tua some weapons so that he can really show what he can be in the NFL. At 7, I have the Detroit Lions picking cornerback Ja'Marr Chase out of Alabama because they really need some help on defense, and although they could basically pick any position, I do think that this is a good pick that will solidify their defense. For the 8th overall pick, I have the Carolina Panthers selecting offensive lineman Rashawn Slater out of Northwestern because I really do think that if they are able to protect CMC and Sam Darnold, they could be very good next season. At number 9, I have the Denver Broncos selecting quarterback Trey Lance out of North Dakota State because currently they have a very good defense and an okay offense, so I do think that if they're able to get a quarterback that's not Drew Lock, they could be pretty good. So at number 10, I have the Dallas Cowboys selecting J.C. Horn, cornerback out of South Carolina, because I really don't know what they would do. They could really do anything, but I do think that would be a very good decision to help their defense because last year, although they did have injury problems on offense, their defense let up a lot of points, and having a good cornerback out of the draft would definitely help. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I know it's probably not that good because I really have no idea what I'm doing talking about the NFL draft in my shower, but it was pretty interesting to think about, and I hope you enjoyed.